and welcome to Side Quest Side Sesh. I'm Troy the Valley, and I have nothing prepared to say.
Good. Nice glass, buddy. Little treehouse snifter action.
That's a treehouse snifter, not a treehouse beer, though. Tonight I'm actually drinking chocolate lava cake stout from Untitled Art in, I'm sure I'm butchering this, Waunakee, Wisconsin? Where's my Waunakee folks at?
Is it not Wanaki?
It probably is.
Wanaki, yeah.
Wanaki?
Let's hear Wanaki in the chat.
Where's Wanaki at? You drinking your chocolate lava cake stouts? Solid 8%er to get me all riled up tonight.
Oh, gosh. We're in for it now.
Jeez.
I've had a long day. I need a drink to unwind. I brought a hit play. I can have a little drink to unwind myself.
Well, what were you doing today? What kept you so busy today?
I'd rather not discuss it. It's personal in nature. No,
Oh.
I was just working all day. This is what happens is I wake up anytime between 6:30 and 7, and I get out of bed. I come downstairs, immediately make coffee, feed Linus, and then I sit down at the computer. And I start writing emails, and then that
Pause,
can sometimes...
question.
Yes.
Where is your son?
He's with my wife. And then,
So she gets up with him, like gets him out of bed.
we're all up together. We're watching Peppa Pig. We're having breakfast. I'm making coffee. I'm like, hey, you want to watch Peppa? All right,
You want a
let's
cup
watch
of coffee?
Peppa.
You
You
give him a
want
cup of coffee.
There you go. You son of a bitch. You're too young for coffee. Throw it on the floor as a joke. No, it's, once everyone's established, I'm like, all right, I got to go send some emails. And that will sometimes just all of a sudden it's 5 o'clock. Other times it's like, oh, all right, I'm going to go get another cup of coffee. But lately it's just been like, just got to send a couple emails. And then I'm like, oh, where did the sun go? The sun is now gone. That was a real bummer.
Yeah, that also happens a bit with daylight savings time, though. That's really starting to kick in right now.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, didn't remember the sun goes down at 2:30. Didn't remember that. The setting sun blazing through the window at 2:30 in the afternoon. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, it goes by fast. And like if I don't have my shades open in my office, I can't even tell the passage of time. But luckily Linus will come in and start tapping all of the windows, so I have to open them all up. Otherwise I'd have no idea what time it is. But yeah, it's just another one of those days.
I missed dinner the other night. Just straight up. I was like, my wife gave me the about half hour, and I was like, yeah, I should be fine. Just like emails, editing, whatever, in the zone. The sun's down. Can't tell the difference between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. anymore. And come out, and like she's doing the dishes. And I was like, what? Why did you just come get me? And she was like, I figured you were busy. I fed the kids. They need a bath. Go bathe them. I was like, but I need to eat.
I don't want to do the not fun part.
Right, exactly.
I want to eat the lovely cheese dish you've prepared. I gotta say, I had a thought and then I lost it. You were talking about missing dinner. I lost it.
4 p.m. to 7 p.m. No, got it. What about you, Matthew? What'd your day consist of today?
Similar. I got up, I ate some breakfast, I sat down at the computer, I looked up, and it was and Caitlin was like, why aren't we eating lunch?
She fired a can of tuna at your head.
No, usually what happens is because her work day, she's stuck on Zoom meetings all day, so she gets trapped at her seat and can't get up. So then I got a text like, are we having lunch or not? Are we having lunch? Are we doing lunch? So then I made lunch, and then I did a Peloton ride, and then I worked right up until we got on here.
And you're still working. You're working, man. You're working.
Part of the working life. I thought we were playing a game.
Yes.
Yeah, the game of life. But speaking of games, I remember what I was going to say. I got the PS5. Obviously, we've talked about it. I'll talk about it a little more in the after party tonight. And I haven't even been able to really play it just because there's a lot going on with the company and behind the scenes. And I don't know if you guys are aware, but the Glass Cannon podcast and Androids and Aliens are coming back next week.
Next week. Next week.
I
don't believe it.
PS5, and I can't even play it because I'm working overtime to get you these damn shows.
I was just realizing, if you are listening to this right now, the Glass Cannon podcast comes out at midnight tonight.
Right.
If you're listening to this on release day, it's coming out tonight at midnight.
Oh.
SideQuest audio is now going to be released on Monday. So Sunday at midnight Eastern, Monday morning, SideQuest audio is going to come out because we got to clear out the spot, the old spot. For the
Tuesdays are back.
For the upperclassmen who just came back from spring break.
I hope you enjoyed your time at the table, freshmen. Get out of here, Carrion Hill.
Can I just say, I don't want to get people too excited, but I have now listened to this episode twice. That's coming out on Tuesday of the Glass Can. It's been a while. There is so much to like about this episode. The energy. We do this all the time now remotely, and it's great. We do what we can. It's live. It's unedited. You never know what else is going to happen. Sometimes I get angry. It's so great to listen to us back in the studio. It's so great to listen to those characters, and the tone of the show is so wildly different than our other shows. You know what I mean? Like Strange Aeons is its own tone. It is its own definite tone, the Glass Cannon Live experience. SideQuest Side Sesh has had some very dark moments. End of season 2, book 2, for example. But overall, it's a very light, silly, goofy chance for us to relax a little bit. Androids and Aliens has its own tone. But man, Glass Cannon, I just can't wait for you guys to listen to this. It's great. I think you'd be really excited. Joe put together this amazing tease for, always do like this on the Glass Cannon podcast. This tease is going to blow your pants out.
Get ready for a little previously on the Glass Cannon podcast.
Very excited.
You see. And then we got Androids and Aliens Black Friday night. I mean, it's a crazy week.
I was working on that tease a lot for many, many hours and digging through these old apps. And I really just focused on book 5 to just, there's too much to go into everything. So I was just focusing on book 5. And when I sent it over to Troy when it was finished, I just said, this is for anybody who thinks nothing happened in book 5. Because I was like, it's mind blowing how much epic story happened in book 5. So get ready for a extended super tease for all the Naish out there that requested it. We got many requests for it. And I was like, God damn it, I'm doing it. So we got it done.
Yeah, I don't envy that amount of work, and it's really exciting. It's just a great way to get back into it. Speaking of getting back into it, you might notice that yet again, tonight's episode of SideQuest Side Sesh is sponsored by our good buddies at Beadle and Grimm.
Yeah,
Beadle Grimm. Grant, show that amazing graphic again. This Kickstarter, let's say the 20th, 19th. There's 11 days left of this Kickstarter. This is it. I know we've been getting emails about this, and I've also seen a lot of posts on social media. I know a lot of the Naish has already signed up. Great. If you haven't, what's it going to take for me to push you over the edge? Here's the thing. Before I even knew who they were and that they were working with Paizo, I saw a post. I think it was a post that Paizo put up about them, and I saw the books. They had different covers than this. It was like a prototype cover, and I was like, holy shit, Are those like the books they had for D&D when I was a kid? Because I still have the cleric book. I may have even talked about it the last couple of weeks. I remember as a kid, you don't have any money when you're a kid, unless you're Grant with rich parents. You don't need money. It's like I had to do a paper route for 3 months in order to afford the cleric's handbook. And I remember going to the hobby shop and buying that, and it was like someone was giving me a hunk of gold. I was so excited, and I still have it to this day in relatively pristine condition. When I saw those, it brought me right back to getting that book. It meant so much to me. And now we all have money, so we can buy all of them.
I know. I think back, and I'm like, if I had money back in 1993, man, I would have been the first one with that psionics handbook. But instead, I had to watch my friend get it, my rich friend, and he's just leafing through his psionics handbook. I was so jealous. It was amazing, amazing.
If I was that friend, I wouldn't have let you touch it because most likely you touched your genitals and then handled my nice book. I don't like that. I used to make people wash their hands before they touch my Nintendo controller.
I believe it.
God.
Did you have friends?
I did. They were a select few. But enough about me. Let's talk about Beadle and Grimm. Guys, only a couple days left. You got to get this. Like we said from the beginning, this is all designed with Paizo, with the core rulebook and the advanced player's guide rules. This has it all in there. Right now, it's fighter, cleric, wizard, and rogue, but they're so close to that next class. I just want to find out what that class is because I'm building some characters. I got some stuff going on for Pathfinder 2e. I don't even want to talk to you about it. Maybe
That's
a stream. Maybe a little upcoming stream with these guys. That's all I'm going to say. I would like to have a handbook for the class that I'm going to play. And so that's why we need you to hit these goals, just so I can have that handbook. But I'm telling you, the inside, you can see a little thing here. If you go on the Kickstarter, you can see a little more. Lots of original artwork. It's your character sheet, but it's also the rules as well as the sheet. If you're a spellcaster, it's the spells and a journal to keep notes. Best note taker in this group is Grant. Grant would kill for one of these things.
Yeah.
Who says I haven't yet?
You mean
you'll get your cheering spree.
Yeah.
sometimes he kills on accident just when shaking hands.
I wanted to add in that for people that are on a little bit more of a budget, there is a slightly lower entrance option that they also have part of the Kickstarter, which is just the electronic version of the whole book, which I think is a really cool idea because if you want to enter in there, you miss out on the hardcover and the gorgeousness that, a lot of us really like. But I really like the element of being able to note take and everything in Acrobat. You know what I mean? Like on a PDF where you're not like handwriting everything that's happening to your character, but you can type notes and you can put your character in digitally and all that kind of stuff. So for people that are doing remote gaming, that might be even more convenient. And they have that option. They thought of everything is the in and out of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So get your hands on it. If you can, and I said it before, it's a great stocking stuff, a great Christmas gift. Even if you don't have the physical copy, just to slide that picture. That's what I like to do. If something didn't arrive on time, I take a picture of it, put it in a huge box, stuff it full of pennies and newspaper, and be like, "Oh, here you go. Be careful, it's very fragile." And you open it up, it's just a picture of Beadle Grimm character chronicle. That's fun. You can take that. Do what you want with that. Go for it.
Can I tell a quick story? Not Beadle Grimm related.
I don't want to play.
So this is a long tradition in my family. Well, ever since we were like teenagers or older, we would do exactly that. It became a thing at Christmas as you tried to disguise your gift by wrapping it in something else, which, tons of people do, but I find it to be like kind of a fun hobby. And the joke in my family would typically be like, don't be fooled by the box. And that would usually especially work if you opened a box that was like expensive, like if it was like a Tiffany box. It's a bad example. We never had a Tiffany box in my house, but like, I don't know, like a high-end department store box, right? You'd open it up, but there's just like a gift card in there. Don't be fooled by the box. I didn't really get you something nice, and it'd be a joke. And so one year I got my mom a Kindle. And I bought it, got it sent, and I opened the whole thing up and ripped the box and all that stuff and then wrapped it and packed it back up and gave it to her. And so when she opened it up, it was like a pre-opened Kindle box. And I was like, don't be fooled by the box. My Kindle box I used, to wrap up something. And she's like, oh, yeah, that's funny. And then opens it up. And she was just like, what is this? And I was like, it's a Kindle! Like, I was so psyched. That was like my high point. It was like the thing the box actually was in reverse worked really well. So fun time.
That's smart. That's clever.
She was like, you didn't let me unbox my own Kindle. I was going to film that for YouTube.
Exactly. She was like, I was going to stream the unboxing, bro.
I'd be so mad because I saved the boxes to everything. I'd be like, well, can I have your original nice box? Because now I won't be able to sleep tonight.
Boy.
Does anybody else do that? Does nobody else disguise gifts in different boxes?
Oh, I do. Well, my brother was 12 years younger than me. So when I was, as he was growing up and getting all excited for Christmas, I'd be like, you can't wrap it like that. You got to wrap it like this. He's going to know it's a wrestling figure. If you make it look, you got to put it in a big box. And so we did that. But I like doing that with things that are so obvious that the person is expecting. That's when you really want to try and wrap it up in something else.
I had the exact opposite happen. I recently ordered a pair of drop bar road handlebars for my bicycle, and it got shipped to me from China, like in the shape of the bars. So the mailman must have thought he was sending me a novelty pair of antlers. And it was just like this. I never gotten something exactly wrapped in the shape of what it was before. No box. It was pretty great.
Well, I'm excited. I'm excited to play a little bit tonight. We're getting deep into this adventure. I've talked more on the after party about kind of the nitty gritty of what's going on here, what you've uncovered so far. But I want to just say that last week's encounter, although it was riddled with its own glass cannon touch, it was kind of interesting because there was, as written, he at a certain point goes to get the Chaos Beast, the thing that you guys killed already, and then it makes it an even harder encounter, especially if he's kind of whittled away at you before he runs and grabs the beast. But it was kind of up to me, like, did he know that you already took it out or not, and then or what? And so I ended up just having him fight to the death. But I was thinking to myself, man, if they hadn't killed the Chaos Beast, which I'm still surprised you did. He gets out of there, goes invisible, gets down there, opens it up. You guys don't have a chance to really heal. Then it could have got real ugly, especially if I did Chaos Beast with 4 attacks instead of the 2-attack version in the book. So
I love how you call it a version in the book.
Oh, I've gotten to the point now where I change all this shit. Sometimes I'm like, I don't like that. You know why? Because I used to be so much more like, well, they know, the designers know better, and they do. But they don't know my party. And so, like, from doing Giant Slayer for so long, I realized that I can't just keep things as written.
I've been telling you this for years. It is written in the rules. You know what I mean? Like, out of the gate, they're like, guys, this cannot work for all groups at all times. So you gotta shimmy and shake and do your thing, which is why it's such a great game.
And it isn't always making things harder. That's the easy thing. It's like just changing it to give your group the proper challenge and use their unique abilities in interesting ways. But anyways, I as much of a stinky mess as part of that combat was, I like that that character had a big fight with you guys. And now he's dead. You executed him after you knocked him unconscious, stabilized him, brought him back up. This guy's gone. This guy's way gone, way into his shit. You stab him through the neck, and the world shakes. I don't think you guys have even searched this room. I don't remember. I tried listening back, but there was so much stuff that happened after he went down. I don't know if you searched him.
I don't think we
searched the room. All right, well, let's start with a search of him. Obviously, the Dretch that he summoned. That Dretch, which was immune to poison, by the way. I don't know if you knew that. I certainly didn't.
That was one that kept me up.
Yeah.
I can't sleep with this. This sucks. Because, like, I did all this shit that would have provoked AOs and stuff like that. I was very bothered by it.
Well, I just think to myself, like, man, number of times I've skipped that. Like, immune to mind effect, and then let you cast mind effect.
Yeah.
That's what it is, live. You know what I mean?
I have a question. I have a question about dretches.
A whole game, I'd still screw that rule up.
I have a question about dretches because I've seen them before. Maybe you guys know better than I do. Do they take a lot of different forms, or are they always like half pig, half whatever? Because I don't remember them being like that. Am I incorrect? Is a dretch a dretch? Okay. Yeah, I've never seen that artwork before, and I've seen dretch artwork before, and I don't know. It wasn't.
I think that
familiar.
Actually might be a D&D artwork of a dretch. But if you just Google Dretch, I think you see, they're all similarly typed, weird. Some of them are a little more like their hands are down, they're dragging their knuckles in the backs of their wrists on the ground, but they're all kind of have that same form.
Pig meets gorilla sort of vibe.
Yeah. It's weird. It's like these demons or demon type creatures, they all have this like the features of cults that worship those kind of, you know what I mean? Like, how do I explain this? Like, they sacrifice pigs and they sacrifice cows, and then these demons look like pig cows. You know what I mean? Like, satanic cults.
I was gonna say, that sounds like a really terrible rom-com pitch. It's like pig meets gorilla. It's one of those.
Fish out of water.
He's a pig, but she's a gorilla.
Yeah, she's a gorilla. It's like, how are they going to get together? It's like, well, they don't at first. See, that's the thing. But then over the course of the story, they realize they have more in common than they...
We get a meet cute in the zoo. They're not in the zoo. They're going to the zoo.
Chuck Lorre presents Big Gorilla. CBS.
Big gorilla.
Any poop. Let's search this dude. You search the guy with the long hair. Listen, at this point, I don't know if I've said it or not, but you can intimate that this is Walder Crove. He's got a dagger. He's got a pearl of power. He's got a... I know, spellcraft checks are a waste of time. He's got a potion of fly, a scroll of binding, a wand of lesser restoration with 8 charges.
Whoa.
Amulet of natural armor +1. Cloak of resistance +1. Bracers of armor +1. A signet ring, an iron holy symbol, and 575 gold pieces.
Oh, man.
Wow, that's awesome.
Little
Do
rainy
you
day
know what a scroll of binding is? That is an 8th level spell.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Whew.
Yeah,
And,
then you think about the Chaos Beast. You think about this Dretch, like, is he calling these creatures from the outer planes and then just binding them here to reality? Probably. I'll email you guys the what I just said to you.
Can I
I'm gonna
read
do
it
it
back to you
live.
like a stenographer?
You can.
Dagger, Pearl of Power, Potion of Fly, Wand of Lesser Restoration +1, Amulet of Natural Armor +1, Cloak of Resistance +1, Scroll of Binding, Signet Ring, Iron Symbol, Holy Symbol, 575 gold. Is that everything?
I think it was. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I stopped listening after Dagger.
Perfect.
But
That's all I
I'm sending you guys an email titled Loot. And there it is. I think it's everything Grant just said.
Wow.
Pretty good haul.
Who's
Can
taking
we
that
roll?
pearl?
Yeah, I would love to roll off for that
yeah,
pearl.
roll
Who's
off on
clutching
that
that pearl? Oh!
Yeah, let's roll off on it. I mean,
12.
everybody but Rafa, right?
Yeah, it's not useful to me.
7.
15.
Ah.
So
close.
So sorry, scared.
What about? All right, that cloak is also of great interest to me.
I'll roll off on that.
It's a cloak of resistance.
Yeah, +1.
Actually, no. You guys knock yourselves out.
I'll bow out of that one.
All right,
I already
Grant.
have good saves.
Heads up, Grant. You and me. 17.
2.
Oh, wow. The rare loss in the head-to-head
Wow.
roll-off by Burger.
I don't
never
think that's
see it.
ever happened.
You never see it.
Rarely see it.
It's an off
Rarely.
night. It's an off night.
Just an off night.
Let me fix my hair. Hold on.
Oh, this is great. Pearl of freaking power. All right,
power's
and
good.
then Amulet of Natural Armor +1 is freaking great, too.
I will bow out of that one.
I
Want
have
to
an,
go head-to-head, Grant?
I already have an Amulet of Natural Armor +1.
As do I.
Ooh.
Skid?
Nobody likes a
I'll-
braggart.
I'll roll off for that.
Ooh, I
But I win.
I bet you do. You
Natural
need a 2
1.
or higher. Natural 1.
Oh, wow. It's a
Wow.
roll-off. against
Wow.
the odds.
Reroll.
That's Norse Foundry.
I me too. I rolled our Norse Foundry die.
15.
All right. 15. That's gonna put you in the lead. Natural 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
Buddy.
making your way up.
Oh, hey,
we-
do you
we all
have
won.
Skid? Do you have a ring of protection?
I do not.
Could I trade you a ring of protection for the Amulet of Natural Armor?
Sure.
Just because when I cast Shield of Faith, it doesn't stack with my ring of protection, but it would stack with
Oh,
Amulet
right.
of Natural Armor.
Okay.
Actually, you have that aura of deflection, so I don't. Well, that's just once a day. I don't know.
But that's for everyone too. That's not just
Yeah.
me. So.
Would you be cool with swapping?
Yeah. I'm not going to be up in people's faces regardless, so it's just a little bit of insurance.
Okay.
A little bit of
Great, let's
a little
swap
bit of
'em.
just in case money.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
What else is on the docket there that you want to fight over, if anything?
I think that's it.
All right.
Everything else is trash.
Else is
Whenever they show up in the game, they're always pretty much useless. But I have to ask again: do we learn anything from the signet ring? Like, is it a signet of a house that is uninvolved or somehow like evilly related, or is it just a signet that he would use for?
If you look closely at it, it looks like an eye surrounded by tentacles,
Okay.
but it doesn't ring any bells.
Can I do a knowledge nobility on it?
Yeah.
8.
It does not match up with any noble house that you can remember. Or nation. You saw a secret door that it was opened in the wall. It's like you see now it was just hidden there that was open that leads out. And then there's a door to the west. Excuse me, to the east. Is there anything else you want to do in this room?
Did we search the room actually, or was that just
No,
on...
I think you just kind of came in and the fight started. There's papers on the desk, and they look like scribblings of passages similar to what you saw in the Narcotic manuscripts. You get the sense that someone was, this guy, trying to remember what they already read. So if you look them over, it's like, you think, oh, maybe he left that book there and didn't mean to, or he left it there on purpose. You don't know, but he's trying to recreate his memory of what he read in the Narcotic manuscripts. Now it's in your possession, but clearly he has read it as well. He had to have conducted the ritual. Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception on the room.
Oh man.
Oh, that's good.
18.
26.
10.
I got a 10 as well.
Yeah, nothing else jumping out at you.
Zakari would like to check this room that he seemed to want to try to get into, to the east, off of his little office. He'll just open the door and look in.
All right. Make sure it's unlocked. It is. Ooh. Interesting room.
Ooh.
You pop it open. We do a little reveal here. Ooh, look at that tiny little room.
What?
It's a little bedroom of sorts. You see a large canopied bed making up the majority of this room. There's a quaint little writing desk sitting next to the bed, and what appears to be 3 footlockers sitting under the bed.
Oh, interesting.
Nice.
Ooh, and there is a Black Friday sale at Foot Locker.
Detect magic on the footlockers.
Detect magic on the Foot Lockers. Glad you did that. I'm glad that you detected magic, because if there were magic in there, you'd want to know. So the best course of action is usually to just detect magic while the GM
stall
reads.
on Lavelli.
The great thing about detect magic is that it tells you if something is magical or not.
That's why it was an astute move on your part to just go ahead and cast it, and you don't detect any magic.
Could I do a perception check for traps?
Yeah.
That is a 17.
17, eh?
Yeah.
Do not see any traps.
All right, I'll try to open one of the footlockers and start rooting through it.
Okay. It's unlocked. It contains a rusty iron ring full of keys.
Oh.
Like
Okay.
30 plus keys on there.
Great.
Okay.
I'll take that.
There's also a leather bag containing 300 platinum pieces.
Whoa!
Cash money.
Cash money is right. Woo!
I didn't realize this episode was sponsored by Wu-Tang as well. Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bills, y'all.
Larry Bridget. The second footlocker has like fragments of pottery, small pieces of sculpture, tiles, twisted and burnt bits of metal. And you also see if there's a common theme sort of linking all of these relics, it's that they feature stylized, twisted creatures on them. Similar to what you saw in the ring, maybe. And glimpses of things that writhe, formless horrors that are just hinted at from the fragments. You look at a tile, and the tile just seems like a nondescript tile with some, decorations on it. But the more that you look at it, you see like, is that a horrific monster hidden in the pattern there? They all kind of have that strange connection running throughout. You'd have to imagine, since you know they're not magical, they might be worth some money, but you don't know what the relevance is, other than this is a guy that was had a little secret side gig besides being the head of the asylum, and so all of these relics seem to be matched up with his interests and perhaps the interests of the keepers of the oldest.
Can I do a quick?
Yeah, good.
Can I do a quick appraise check on those? 5.
5. They're priceless.
Don't touch them. Don't touch them.
Step away.
Step away.
That
Don't
belongs in a
breathe on them. Don't
museum.
even look at them.
If that was a secret check, I'd be like, they're worthless. They're clearly worthless. But yeah, the 5, you don't know. The third footlocker has paper. You see a crude map and notes. Several notes, maybe like ripped pages from a book, a journal. The map looks like it's all marked up by someone named Oleg. And there are several notes and torn pages like near connected to or like attached to the map, and then there's other pages just lying about. And as you read the notes, it seems like Oleg and his team of adventurers stumbled upon the Sunless Grove completely by accident. It's not uncommon for like anyone from an adventurer to like a tomb raider to just go exploring the labyrinthine tunnels beneath Carrion Hill, and although it's not something that everyone would do, like going into a dark cave, not knowing what's in there, some people do it because you never know what treasures you might find. So it seems like Oleg was one such adventurer, and him and his guys accidentally stumbled upon the Sunless Grove. From the notes, it seems like his entire team was killed by something or some things, and he was the only one to escape. He escaped and got to the surface, but what he saw down there drove him insane. And so as he's wandering the streets of Carrion Hill, the crows pick him up, and instead of bringing him to jail, bring him to the asylum. This is where the notes start to take over in Crove's handwriting, a handwriting which you recognize because his signature and notes were in the Narcotic manuscripts. It seems like Crove then took all this information that Oleg had discovered to aid him in his own clandestine work that he was doing with the Keepers. The Grove and its deep connection to the old cults of Thassalon, old cults that were probably worshippers of the Dark Tapestry, worshippers of the Beyond, and the Great Old Ones, and the Elder Mythos. They were like, this is going to be the perfect place to conduct our ritual. And so he committed him and stole this information, and now you know what he used it for. And at that, Plug speaks up and is like, Oleg, that's the guy in the cell near mine.
Oh, no.
And so, putting 2 and 2 together, if you prefer to roll 20, you realize that the cell across from Plug's, with the guy that just seemed beyond gone, right there.
Oh, that guy.
That's
Oleg.
So in very Lovecraftian style, he went insane from what he saw. In Delta Green style, he lost it. And the crows delivered him straight to Crove. And it just so happened that the thing that made him insane was exactly the thing that Crove and the Keepers needed. And you see what Crove then did to this man to extract that information.
Are you telling me that Keeper Crove went from being a keeper of the oldest to a keeper of the Oleg? Wow.
You shut off your mic and camera right now.
That was the worst thing I've ever heard in my life.
Have you really been sitting on that for like the past 2 minutes?
Oh,
He
he
had
was
his
ready.
finger up for like 4 minutes.
That
was it?
He typed it out and was doing it in his head. It's going to kill. It's going to kill.
No, I knew it wasn't going to kill.
Keeper of the Oleg. Yes. Yes, he did.
Okay.
Is there anything in the notes
No.
about the other keepers?
No.
Interesting.
You might see a passing mention of Marshan.
Who's already
Marshan.
dead.
He's dead.
Yeah.
Who's dead?
Maybe a passing mention of how his house is the perfect location.
And remind me that who are the keepers that are still at large?
Keeper Hive and Keeper Meyer, I believe.
See,
That's correct.
this is why he needs one of Beadle and Grimm's character creation chronicles.
The
So
perfect gift for him.
I know what you're getting under the tree from Joe.
Wait, is
Yeah,
in
I
a
actually
Kindle
did get him
box.
one.
and is Baskerville also a keeper?
Yep.
Baskerville was the hunchback, I believe, and you
Yeah,
saw
also
a
dead.
hunchback. Yeah.
Also dead. Okay.
What you know of Baskerville is that he had a good buddy who he would visit from time to time at the Elmway Church.
Yep.
Keeper Hive.
Keeper Hive.
But Hive, you don't know information about. In Marshan, the mayor wasn't able to give you any info on, but you know from Speak with Dead that Marshan was one of those ones there. Old man Marshan. That was his house. So it just worked out perfectly that he lived in an area that they could excavate to get down to the Sunless Grove, and no one knew this was going on.
Well, here is the question that I believe faces us now. Do we continue to explore this asylum, or do we try to get out of here as soon as possible and track down Hive and Maya? Do we think there is anything else of import in this place he may have hidden away? Or is our work here done?
I don't know. Seems like this place is Deadsville, baby. But then on the other hand, we got this ring of keys. Shing, shing, so it swings around this thing. So, my experience, when something's locked up tight, somebody doesn't want you to get at it.
Yes, but Oleg is locked up tight, and I don't want to get at that, for example. But
I don't either. He scares me.
he is extremely frightening. That said, we could go to the north and explore if you would like. Vern, what is your insights telling you?
I have almost no spells left.
Oh dear. Dear. Speaking of which, is anyone hurt? I've wandered myself a few times while you weren't looking.
I'm down for a little bit of consensual wanding, my friend.
Okay.
I haven't channeled today, so I could also burn a channel. There are multiple people who need a little bit of...
Oh. Yeah, do that.
I'm down about 21, so to stop you before you do a crazy amount.
Ooh.
You really got some
Century
good hits.
21. I did. Well, that's the thing about you. You're up there. You're gonna get hit.
Okay, 6 on the first channel. Where is everyone at this point?
I was fine to begin with.
Yeah, I'm full because I already used the wand.
Alright.
Are
Well,
you
then
up, Vern?
I'm now full, so I...
Okay, so here we go, Grant. You get 4,
Okay.
8,
That should do it.
and 5 if you want it. Do you want the 5? Do you want the 5 going
take
once,
the charge
going
back.
twice?
Take the charge back.
Gone.
Gonzo.
2 charges, and I used 4 charges because I had gotten hit a few times myself.
Plug also gets healed by my channel if he was feeling a bit under the weather.
Oh, thank
So-
you.
Was Plug doing anything, or did we tell him to get away? I can't remember what he did in
Yeah,
that battle.
Zakari told him to stand back.
Got it.
But then I think he just got sick. That or Troy got sick of playing him.
Of playing
Yes. Like
One or
all
the other.
like all NPCs that join up, I It doesn't take much for me to get nauseated. Yeah, I know. You did tell him to stand back, and he was like, okay, but the radius of the stink cloud was so big that he was still in it. But yeah, you do have a ring of keys, and there's that whole hallway in the middle where you fought those lunatics that had four, that had a set of double doors at the end, and then 4 hallways leading off of it. You also started to look up this next hallway here and saw a row of cells or not even cells, small rooms that had a peephole that looked into a cell. And then there's a door at the end of that hallway as well. So, I mean, there's plenty here to look at.
Let us dig a bit deeper, see if we can find out any more information about Hive, perhaps, or Maya. Zakaria, let's just go to those double doors, unless you want to go straight to the north. What do you think? Double doors? Double doors.
Double doors is fine.
I like a good double door. It's just
Nothing
seems
like a
more
double door.
significant.
Who doesn't like a double door?
Also, Troy, I guess we walked by a couple hallways. Do we see anything in those hallways branching to the north and the south?
Hell yeah. You guys got...
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. You're going to see some shit. Boom. Shakalaka.
Whoa.
Jeez,
Wow.
man,
It's
wow.
really big.
Wow.
Shakalaka.
This place is huge.
Shaboom.
Whoa.
Shaboingo.
Okay, so yeah. all
4
right.
long hallways. Now, what you probably can't tell from my rudimentary reveal here is that there's little cells every 5 feet or every 10 feet. No, every 5 feet on both of these hallways.
We quickly go through and unlock all the doors, not bothering to check what's behind them, and just let just free everyone from this tyranny of the asylum.
Yeah.
What do you really do?
All right. We split up and each take a few keys. That way we can do it more efficiently.
Oh my god. All right. I will listen at the double door. 20 perception at the double door to the west.
Okay. I'm still revealing all these doors here. Okay, there. I'm winded. All right, so you do a little perception, huh? What'd you roll?
Perception. 20.
20. You hear ding 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 ding. Then quiet. And then ding 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 ding. Just kind of repeats like that.
Somebody's tinkling in there.
Yeah.
Just let them finish and then head in.
I don't know. All right, Rafa, open it.
Oh yeah. Kicks it open.
Let's talk about this room. You want the reveal or the talk first?
What's better?
I'll go with your gut, Troy. What do you
All
think?
right, I'm gonna talk.
Okay.
Surprise,
the door.
surprise.
Got a lot to say.
Loves talking.
Not all of us write dialogue for a living. We have to speak it. This grisly torture chamber is equipped with a stretching rack, an Iron Maiden, dangling iron cages, a fire pit to the southeast, and 3 empty cages to the north. That's your basic flavor text, your flav text. You open the door, Rafa, and you see a small, pale-looking humanoid with bulging white eyes, wild like Einstein hair, 4-fingered hands, and a large hooked club in one of them. The other hand elbow deep in the chest cavity of a human man wearing a nightgown. The nightgown pulled up to his neck. Behind this creature are 2 other people in dirty, soiled nightgowns, strapped to the wall, sort of loosely, missing several odd-shaped patches of skin from their faces, their arms, their legs, their scalp. There's just a patchwork mess, similar to some of the lunatics you've seen so far, but covered in these open wounds.
Jesus.
He's got his arm in the chest cavity of this naked cadaver with this hooked club in the other hand. He looks up and just lets out this strange wail. And the lunatics look up from their where they're strapped to the wall. Roll for initiative.
Oh my god.
My God, this is reminiscent of the pilot of Strange Aeons.
Yeah, it totally is.
It
That's
really
the
is.
image
Yeah.
and the feeling that I'm getting. Yeah. Whoa.
It's very Lovecraftian. There's the room.
Man, here we go. Need a good initiative on this one. Natural 1. That is
Ooh.
good. I think 3 or 4 natural ones already tonight for me.
I'll tell you what, if this was Cthulhu, that'd be a great roll.
Yeah, that's true. Oh no, and they're so close to us. Oh god.
Small little room when you really look at it. All right,
Flat-footed. Dig it and see it.
what is that adjusted there, Zakari?
1.
Okay.
Oh man.
What about Vern?
God.
Vern rolled a natural 8 for an 11.
Ooh. Did you ever watch Hey Vern, It's Me, Ernest on Saturday mornings when you were a kid?
I
Skid?
remember that show.
Yeah.
Good Joe?
Yep.
It was good. Usually the cartoons would end and would start getting into live action. Hey Vern, It's Me, Ernest. He was good. Jim Barney. Don't sleep on Jim Barney.
He was a heck of a performer and a very handsome man when out of character.
He really was.
Yeah.
And he did a voice in Toy Story, which I didn't know until
Yeah.
recently. He
He
did the
did the
voice
dog
of
and-
the dog, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm watching a lot of Toy Story these days with my son. Johnny, what'd you get?
24 for old Johnny Halfling.
Ooh, that's a good one to get.
Watch out, old Johnny is back with a 24. Rafa Rumblebeard.
I'm about to be the worst luck these bastards have ever seen, and that's why I rolled a 13.
Oh, boy. Lucky 13. The guy with the... let me show you this dude now. Let's do the old close-up of this mofo.
Oh dear. Whoa.
Whoa! That is
He,
a very specific fetish that guy has.
he rolled a natural 20 on his initiative, which I was pretty excited
Oh
about.
no!
Isn't that a great image? I don't even know where I took it from. I want to get to the point where I can start remembering where these images I pulled at the last second to throw up are, but that's a good one of his particular
Yeah,
species.
he really does look like Albert Einstein. Gone
On the weekend.
Yeah.
And is he already summoned 3 monsters before he walked in?
He has. You haven't
Okay.
seen what's under the tables.
Got it.
Under the tables and dreaming. This is what happens. That whale, that I don't think I use this adjective, but it's like a mouse-like whale coming out of that face. It continues into an actual spell. Everybody roll a fortitude save.
No. Fortitude. Interesting.
Oh crap!
Okay.
Tweener.
I feel okay.
All right.
Confident.
Let's talk about the damage that happens. I just want to make sure that the save doesn't affect the damage. Every creature takes sonic damage and must succeed on the fortitude. Yep. So everybody takes. Let's roll individual damage for each of you. Zakari takes, of course, max 8 points of damage.
Oh, come on.
Johnny will take 6. Rafa, what do you think? 1 or 2?
1.
2.
Oh, okay.
We'll take 2. I didn't even have to roll it. Once Joe got an 8, I knew Grant was getting a 1 or a 2. And then Vern will take 3 points of damage. I always think it's more fun to roll it individually. Let's see if you are stunned for 1 round with the result of this fortitude save.
Dear.
Oh,
Uh,
little ear-piercing scream up in the
Not
sky?
even. A little sound burst.
Yeah, ear
Oh,
piercing
it's
scream is
sound
targeted. This is AoE. That's wild. Everybody 1d8 damage.
Let me see. I think I would have had to move to get you guys in the burst, so I will do so. Slide by the tables down to here. Okay. Yeah. What everybody roll? Start with you, Rafa.
13, brother.
13?
Oh
No.
no.
5 on the die.
Wait a minute. I think I got you, bro. You stunned.
Oh no!
Dear, not Rafa of all people.
Rafa is stunned. Okay. What about Vern?
15.
15. You're all right.
All right, Fern.
What about Zakari?
19 for Zakari.
Also all right. Johnny, you joining Rafa or your other friends?
Me and Rafa were like this. That's a 12.
Well,
Shitty.
Johnny won't be out of this entire combat like last week. You're only stunned for 1 round. However, that's not a good condition to be stunned. Let's keep moving. He moved into position and then continued that scream into an actual spell. It is Johnny's turn. Johnny's stunned. Johnny, what's going through your head?
He's thinking, he's mentally writing a song that he can sing that would be appropriate for the situation.
Is he the type of guy that gets inspired by these harrowing encounters?
Yeah, he likes to, like, he has a notebook that's full, but he likes to go through the old Rolodex and when he's paralyzed by monsters.
That's fair. Rafa, it's up to you. You're also stunned. Rafa, usually you're the one locking in punches, but you just got the old Ric Flair. You're going to do that topple over and fall on your face?
I'm actually more worried about if these people decide to focus on my companions that aren't stunned. Because I'm really not worried about losing a couple HP here and there. I'm an HP mountain.
You can take it.
Yeah. I don't know about the rest of them. So hopefully they use me like a punching bag, brother.
All right. Well, it is Vern's turn. Vern, you are low or out of spells?
Very low, and certainly out of offensive spells.
Okay.
So we have this guy with the hook.
Yep.
And these 2 other...
Captain Hook. And a couple loonies.
And they're not the ones he had his hand in their chests.
No, that is the flayed cadaver that I've put there on the map.
Got it. So they look hostile, is what you're telling me.
Yeah. You can already see their bindings that were already loosely on there are coming loose, and they're going to burst out, most likely to eat your face.
Okay. Well, here's what Vern is going to do.
Tell me.
I can't close the door from where I am, right? Is there any way I could close the door?
No. Unfortunately, in the fiction of this game, there is not. You could go to the next room and close the door behind you. But there is not an open space to close the door.
It would be very similar to what you did last week.
You may
go to a different room and close.
It'd be so Vern. That's so Vern.
That's so Vern.
Yeah, you can
Saturdays to the CW. The CW still a channel?
No idea.
I don't know.
I think That's So Raven was a Disney Channel show, by the way.
I think you're right.
It was. But That's So Vern sounds more like a CW show.
Low
Vern
budget.
will delay. Actually, no. Vern will ready in action.
Oh boy.
If one of the creatures, any of the 3, comes toward us, or if, like in the case of the guy with the hook, if he steps into range, Vern will cast a spell.
Okay. Guys are all about your ready to actions these days. And frankly, I don't care for it. It's the lunatic's turn. Get ready for your ready to action, because this one here to the north shuffles out of its restraints and goes towards Rafa. You have the floor.
Okie dokie. Allow me to roll a ranged touch attack.
Okay. Through your buddy. It's going to give me a little boost to my aces. Plus, you're shooting into melee. -4.
I am not shooting into melee.
You are shooting into my...
Because I interrupt your action. Right?
Okay.
That's the way we like this. He got up to move, and I'm like, act, and I'm like, spell.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Wait, so you're actually hitting him when
As
he
soon as
was
he
in
starts,
the other square?
Yes.
that's what he's arguing, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll calculate something in my head that will
So
legitimate.
you do your
preposterous.
cover. Well, he's not in melee, so that wouldn't matter. But he does have. He does have cover.
Okay.
So that would be an 18. Touch.
18 touch. You're fine. Even with all those bonuses, you're fine. They're not wearing armor.
Great. Well, then please roll a fortitude save.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Not my fort. 6.
Great. You are sickened
Nice.
Oh, he's
Ooh,
already
sweet.
sickened. He's,
from a ray of sickening.
oh.
Nice.
Oh, he starts turning green. His patches of skin just start oozing pus off of his face. The other guy, now he gets to finish his move. Now it's actually his turn. So though he is sickened, he will swing out. He's got like a leather strap from the thing he was strapped to still attached to his wrist, and he just kind of like whips it
Yeah,
at
that would
Rafa.
hurt.
All right, that's going to be an 8 to hit your stunned AC.
Miss.
Miss.
Nice, buddy.
What a shame.
Flat-footed stunned AC. No, I already went. You're right. Exactly.
And then the next one will move up to Zakari, who is flat-footed, but not stunned. And he's got like a piece of the board that he was like a long splinter from the board he was strapped to. He kind of grabbed it as he was pulling himself off, and he just tries to poke you with it. Ooh, that might be good with a 20.
That is my flat-footed exactly.
Oh no.
You have a very high flat-footed AC.
I
wish
know.
my
Like, of course.
Giant Slayer did, but they do not. Wow. Okay. All right. So that's going to be some damage. That's going to be 5 points of damage. Plus, how about some sneak attack since you're flat-footed? Another 5 points of damage. 10 points total if you follow along at home and you didn't do good at math.
That's 18 damage before I've even had a turn.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's right, because you got the 8 and then the 10. You want the good news or the bad news?
The bad news.
You got to be you every day.
That is bad news.
Good news
What's
is
the
it's
good
your
news?
turn.
All right. That's also kind of bad news. Okay. We're all boxed up here, man. This sucks. A few fun options, but I'm worried. Be honest, I'm
You
worried.
don't have a lot of room to go if you want to get casty. If you want to get jiggy with it.
No.
Provoke?
Yeah.
Hope for the best.
What is the lighting situation
It's
in
beautiful.
the room? Beautiful.
Stained glass. No, it's
And
it is lit down here. He was working under candlelight to do whatever he was doing in this room.
okay. I am gonna try to. Oh God, this is tough.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to cast defensively. Here we go. This is gonna be tough. Plus 10. By the way, that would be plus 11 if I didn't have one wisdom drain from that goddamn thing.
Oh, God, right.
But it's plus 10 versus DC 21. So this is.
Oh, I don't like that roll.
This is not a joke, kind of, John. Here we go.
Don't make that roll.
Oh, out of the box.
Yep.
Here we go. Natural 20.
Oh.
Natural 20.
Oh, yes.
And I'm going to cast a level 3 spell on myself that I've never cast before. It's called Shield of Darkness. And so I consume myself in magical darkness. And the creatures basically can't see me. And they have to roll 50% mischance on all attacks against me.
Wow.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like
they are
four-man
automatically
invisibility.
aware of what square I'm in. They just see this darkness moving, so they know exactly where I am, but they take a 50%. It offers concealment.
50% mischance,
Total
okay.
concealment.
And just on you, right?
Just on me, yeah.
All right, great. Let's go to the new round here. Oh, it's the dude's turn. Okay. It's Einstein's turn. New round. He's feeling a little saucy here. He's mad that the lunatics have clogged the hallway, but he's going to pull back. I'm going to say no attack of opportunity there, Zakari, because you're around the corner there. He's going to pull back to where he was originally. And... Ooh, let's see here. Can I shim-sham my shim-sham? Yeah, he is going to pull out, as he does so, he's going to pull out a crossbow, and then final action will be to load the crossbow. Yeah, that's all he can do. And then it's Johnny's turn. Johnny, you're no longer stunned.
All right, Johnny begins inspiring courage.
Nice.
Hear that old familiar tune wafting from his presence. When these guys fight, vivisection is bathed. Oh, they beat them. to a pulp. Oh, we're in the service of the goddess Shaylin. And she'll swallow you. Swallow you in one gulp, not sexually. Just figure of speech. Johnny
Halflet.
All right, so you're all inspired by that impromptu song from Johnny H.
I just find it so inspiring. His ability for self-promo is just so inspiring.
It really is. It really is. We could learn a thing or two, I think.
That's his primary skill, honestly.
What level are you guys? 5th?
5.
5. Okay. At that moment, Johnny and Vern hear a voice from behind them.
Oh no.
That pony was not satiating enough.
No.
Oh no.
And you look up, and crawling on the ceiling above you is that creature that was in the cell from before.
Oh my
no.
goodness.
Let's take a look at this guy again. We'll zoom in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
He's just like crawling like the extended Exorcist when she comes down the stairs.
Oh, horrifying. Horrifying.
Upside down. That's what he's doing, just looking at you upside down. Crawling towards you, and he makes a leap towards you and attacks. Let's see if he's going after Vern or Johnny. 1, 2, 3, Johnny. 4, 5, 6, Vern. Johnny.
No.
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 Not Johnny.
Johnny.
Oh, Johnny.
He's got this
Take Vern. You can have Vern.
He's got this cool little
I
attack.
heard that.
Slink along and just leap onto the floor next to Johnny and make a attack you here. Come on, out of the box. That's going to be a miss with a 7.
Yeah.
So he comes down and loses his footing a little bit and smashes against the wall.
Sweet.
All right, so he has entered the fight as well, and it is Rafa's turn.
All right, brother. Does Rafa get the sense that these are unfortunate individuals who are not of their own right mind and might require some mercy from these guns?
You know, you say that as 4 of them lie dead behind you from your cold.
I'm learning, brother. You learn a lesson every day.
But yeah, I mean, they are. It's tough to say. Like, obviously, this guy has probably been doing some weird flaying experiments on them, but like they're protecting him as well. They're out to kill you. They probably are not of their right mind, but yeah, it's a tough call.
I think Rafa wants to take it easy on these guys, but hard on the dude with the hook. So he is going to do a Brawler's Flurry with non-lethal damage against the person in front of him.
Okay.
Just knock him out. 14 on the die, 21. Beautiful.
Nice.
That is going to be 14 points of damage.
And you knock him out.
Okay.
Nice.
Johnny's just going to open up this hallway so we don't have to deal with these people. He's going to swing at his companion. Ooh,
Zakari?
17, brother. Yep.
Nice.
Right at Zakari's kisser. That will be 16 points of damage to the other asylum mate.
Not non-lethal as well.
Yes.
Wow, so you knock both of them out.
That's so amazing.
Huge. All right, so now it's a 4-on-2 with Einstein and this golem looking.
And knowledge. Can I do knowledge local on this guy?
Knowledge local on who?
The hook man.
I don't think that's going to be
Doesn't work?
Loke. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
He
What were you gonna
doesn't.
say, Joe?
Wait, no. It is local.
There we go. Cracked die. 13 plus 3 is 16.
16. Okay. This is a creature known as a Darrow.
Oh.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew the artwork. Yeah.
And Darrow.
Yeah, they're interesting. They use their. This isn't really going to help you. I just think it's cool. They use their charisma mod on will saves instead of their wisdom modifier. This is called Madness. and they're immune to insanity and confusion effects. Only a miracle or wish can remove a Darrow's madness. Isn't that cool?
That's cool.
Wow. Cool.
If that occurs, the Darrow then gains 6 points of wisdom and loses 6 points of charisma. Just like a cool thing. Like, it's never, ever going to happen in the history of this game. I cast my wish spell on that Darrow that I'm about to kill. Interesting. Here's what you need to know about them. They're vulnerable to sunlight, and they have the ability to poison their weapons.
Okay.
Watch out for the crossbow brothers. It might be a poison bolt.
And that's Rafa's turn.
Good turn by Rafa. Just roundhouse punch. Knocked 2 of these dudes out and didn't kill them, which is very cool. And it is Vern's turn. Vern, a new combatant, has entered the fray. He's right behind you. Just tried to take a swing at Johnny. Are you going to let that stand?
Can I just do a knowledge check on this guy? Is he just some sort of human?
Yeah, you can do a local.
Local? I don't have local, so I guess not.
Well, then you can't.
But you've tipped your hand because now I know he's not undead.
I said
clever.
too much.
Clever.
Metagame me, son of a bitch.
Okay, so Vern is going to take a 5-foot step down the hallway,
Classic.
and then he's going to channel positive energy and heal his friends.
Nice.
Okay. You have selective channeling?
I do not, but I think I've excluded the 2 guys are dead, and then what's his face down the back is the Darrow is out of my range, right?
Okay, now this guy, maybe.
Wait. No, they're unconscious and stable, so they would wake up.
All right. Well, then in that case, what Vern will do, knowing that, is he will roll acrobatics to try to run down the hall this way.
Okay.
I like
Avoid
it.
the
Roll a little
AOO.
acrobatics to avoid Neo. Well,
Exactly.
This is tactical play. I like it. I like it.
Yeah. This is good.
This gets it 30 feet.
Yeah.
Yep, there we go. Okay, he will click his heels together to activate the Daredevil boots,
there's no place like home.
and he rolls a 17.
That is unfortunately a fail.
Oh no.
No, Vern.
so-
No.
He'll just swipe out at you. It looks like he has some like small cudgel in his hand, like a makeshift club. He swings it at you as you run by, and misses with an
All
natural
right.
2.
Yeah, there you go, Vern.
Nice.
So Vern gets away, and now he will roll to shout.
What is your channel dice? Are you
3.
5th level?
I'm 5th
Yeah.
level, so 3d6.
Awesome.
So that is going to be 7 points of healing.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Well done, Vern.
Well done, Vern. Okay. All right. Very good tactical move there by the Vernmeister General. It would have been the Lunatic's turn, but they are out cold. So it is Zakari's turn. Zakari, what do you got?
Rafa just poof, drops these 2 down in front of him. Rafa sees this creepy guy in the back aiming a crossbow at them with an enemy behind them and about to be all over Johnny. He wants to protect Johnny, but he's hesitant to give this guy a free shot at us. So he's going to reach into his scroll bag, withdraw a scroll, open it fast, and read the divine words contained therein, and cast in the area where the Darrow is standing, burst of radiance. And a burst of light flashes in front of him and blinds him for 1d4 rounds.
Wow.
But he gets a reflex save.
Reflex save to kind of jump out of the way of this burst.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. He's spry, but not great reflexes. 14.
That is a fail. So he is blinded
Nice.
for 4 rounds.
Oh yeah.
Blinded by the light.
Now, is he evil?
He is.
Yes.
Evil, he takes 1d4 points of damage per caster level from
Ooh.
the radiant light.
Wow.
And is this?
Uh,
Yeah. Okay.
What a great spell.
yeah, so
Yeah.
isn't that great? So that's 3, and 1. So 7 points of radiant damage.
I'm going to say that where he's vulnerable to sunlight, that is going to kind of count as like sunlight because
Yeah,
it's
I
close
looked at it.
enough.
It doesn't
to be
say sunlight,
Yeah.
but yeah.
It's close enough to be cool. So you said 7 total.
7 total.
All right, so he'll take 3 again, 10 points of damage total.
Nice.
And he's blind for 4 rounds.
And then Zakari is going to take a 5-foot step up right next to the creature and look it in the eye and just be like, "Come for me, you filthy creature." And just try to draw it away from Johnny.
Okay.
He reads the scroll and it just shimmers into the air, and then he turns around and comes at this creature.
All right, it is that creature's turn. He's blind. He is going to fire in that direction blindly. 50% mischance if he even hits with his sweet little repeating crossbow.
Ooh, repeating, of course.
Ooh.
Was that a Leroy Jenkins reference? 3.33. Repeating, of course.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say he's going to fire straight away where you were. But since you moved back, I'm going to say give yourself a +2 to AC, because even if he misses that square, it's still going to continue in that direction. So give yourself a +2 to AC, and I'm going to roll to hit you at a 50% mischance. How do you like that?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very low chance, but let's see. All right, it's a good roll. It is a 20 to hit. But
That
you
is
get a +2 to your AC.
That's a miss.
That's a miss, yeah.
That was a 48 on the concealment, so it would have been a miss anyway.
Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So that poisoned bolt just flies by you and does nothing, and he's just like, ah! He screams. This strange little mouse scream.
Please don't do that again.
That's horrible.
Sorry, everyone. I don't know where that came from. It sounded really good on my end, but it had to have been horrible to listen to in headphones. And I apologize.
It was.
Sometimes I just channel these monsters, and that voice comes out. Okay. Good move, Johnny. Blind for 4 rounds. What are you going to do? I'm not Johnny. Zakari. I was thinking of Johnny because it's his turn now.
No! Johnny is just like, "Don't worry, Zakari. I got this guy." And he draws his longsword, his small longsword, and he swings it at this golem-looking chap. That is a 15 to hit.
15 to hit is a miss.
Oh no, he's
No.
a deft dodger.
I take it back. I need all the help I can give me. Help! Help! Please! Help!
Oh, no, and now it's his turn, and he's going to do a full attack on you.
Hold on. Zakari is going to say, "Move behind the wall, Johnny. Give yourself some cover."
Okay.
And you take a 5-foot step there and get cover.
You know best.
The creature will then take a 5-foot step,
Ha ha ha! Stepped into my trap.
walked right into. Is your trap Rafa?
Yes.
Yeah.
Rafa is a walking trap.
Rafa's a walking trap. He's going to go ahead and swing with that weird weapon and then also try to bite you. First, the weird swing misses with the little cudgel, and then goes to bite you, mad at you for giving him that flavorless pony, celestial pony. Here
Fucking
comes the
God damn it, Derek! Can't do anything right.
15 on
Hate
the
that
bite.
pony. That's a miss.
15 on the pony.
Damn it, Derek. What are you good for? We thought you could do one thing.
I hate
Feed
that
a
pony so
hideous
much. One thing to do is die and fill that thing's gullet. You couldn't even do that right. God damn it, Derek.
God. It's so
Bravo.
good, Skid. I've never played with any caster who has said that they despise their pony, their
It's the
first level
one-
pony summon.
It's the one guy. It's the one summoned creature that he just can't stand, and he won't explain why. He won't explain why. But
It's so
just,
funny.
Just trust him.
We get it. There's a Derek in all of our lives, isn't there?
Oh, you have no idea, man. You have no idea. God damn it, Derek! Don't even get me started. We're in the middle of something here. I can't. I have to sing. I got to save my voice.
We're the Derek's in the chat tonight. No one likes you. Just kidding. Everybody likes you. Rafa, you're up. The creature has stepped into your wheelhouse here.
Rafa turns around very slowly and begins grumbling. You never should have stepped out of that dark hole if you couldn't deal with the bright lights of Rafa madness.
And he lets out a brawler's flurry lethally at his head. And his beady eyes, 19 on the die. That's it. 7, almost max damage. That is going to be 16 points of damage on the first attack.
Oh, okay.
The second attack's going to come through.
Told you it was a trap.
Oh, with a 3 on the die. That's a 9 to hit. Or no, a 10 to hit.
Misses on the second part of the flurry, but lays down the law with that first uppercut.
Yeah.
And he really sells it, too. I feel like he's in on it. Oh, he's got him against the rope. Backs off hard. All right, moving on. It is Vern's turn. Vern, you backed out of there to channel. Now what do you want to do?
Vern is going to rush back into the fray and flank this guy. And I'm gonna.
How you got those Vern
Are we
gifts
surrounded?
Those Ernest. How did you get those Ernest gifts?
I have subscribed to a service that provides them.
How fast?
I'm going to roll to cast defensively.
Okay, fail!
Okay, I get it. And with a 19. And then I am going to reach out with a touch attack. To touch you, and I am flanking.
Okay.
Natty 18 for a 24.
Ooh.
That's gonna hit.
Got him.
Yeah.
All right, you are staggered for 1 round.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there goes the full attack actione. Nice.
Gross. Okay. Don't care for that. Don't care for that one bit. Very good. It is Zakari's turn. Let me see the rest of this trap unfold. Zakari!
And now he will attack with flanking and power attack. As this creature has left himself open and been, of course, weakened by Rafa. Here we go. Natty 17. That is a 24 to hit.
Nice.
And that's a 58. And he does 10 points of bludgeoning damage with the Morning Star.
Yeah.
Off the back of its skull.
We're like a wrestling faction. We're like the Shield coming down and beating up Triple H all together. It's amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
Yes. This is
I
dope.
like this. Huge. Okay. Let's go to the top of the next round then. It is the Darrow's turn. He has a name. You may never hear it, so I'm going to tell you. It's Zhezhik, which is kind of fun.
Zhezhik.
Zhezhik the Darrow, covered in blood,
Dog.
is going to fire another shot, but this time he's going to fire in Rafa's square. 50%
He has no
miss chance.
problems reloading his crossbow blind, right?
It's repeating.
Beating crossbow, free action.
Yeah, what does that mean? What is I never know what a repeating crossbow
got a
is. It has
clicker.
multiple bolts in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Very cool.
You put 5 bolts in, and then as long as it holds bolts, you can reload it by as a free action. Which
There's
is
actually one. There's one in Rune Lords, but you haven't found it yet.
Oh,
come on!
just tell us where it is.
Come on, Skid. You had every chance to find it. You haven't found it.
Damn it! I mean, we're never gonna go back.
I know where it is.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll see.
All right, Rafa. I'm gonna roll the hit before I roll the D100 to see if I even come close. 16.
Miss.
All right, so the crossbow bolt flies by,
And hits the guy that ate the horse.
hits the horse guy. No, he's tiny. It goes right over his head. It is Johnny Halfling's turn. Johnny moved into that hallway to the north. Let me see if you see anything there, Johnny. Oh, you know what, Vern? I guess it's important you should know this, and you all would know this. It's not that important. But in the hallways here, you see 2 more lunatics chained to the stairs leading up. Not unlike the lunatics that were chained to the stairs leading down. They're just standing there, and like the one to the north is like trying to bite at you, but the length of its chain doesn't extend far enough, and the other one is just sitting there drooling. It is unsavory, but you are not in danger from them at the moment, unless they rip themselves right up the banister.
My channel would have healed them. So maybe they're feeling friendly towards me.
They felt better than they felt in days. It is Johnny's turn.
Johnny is gonna take another swing with his halfling longsword. That is 11.
11 is going to be a miss from Johnny. This is what Johnny does.
That's not really his jam.
Flanking.
It's not my bag, baby.
I don't think 13 would hit either, but.
Yeah, 13 doesn't hit anyway, but.
You're in it now, LaValle. You are in it.
Yeah, I feel like you. I'm looking at the text of my rule and seeing how I can make it work based on where I'm at. So, I'm just gonna throw it out to you guys because you've got this guy against the ropes. He has this thing called leap attack. As a standard action, he can make a single attack during a jump. It can make this attack at any point along the course of the leap, the start, the end, or while in midair. And while jumping, he doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity for leaving a threatened square. It's a standard action to do that, but I still have to use the move action to do the jump. So I was trying to think if I could.
No, leap. There are two types of jumps in Pathfinder. There's long jumps and high jumps. Leap only applies to long jumps, I believe. I don't think you can leap because you're not leaving your square.
You could leap over Vern and attack him along the way.
But I'm saying I can't do it.
Doesn't it say as a standard action? Couldn't you?
It says as a standard action, I can attack as part of
of a leap. Okay.
But the leap implies that I had to take the move action to do the leap. So I was trying to make it work because it would actually get me out of there. But because I'm staggered, I can't do it.
Dude, this thing is Gollum.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Skin pale as a slug's belly, eyes huge and bulging. This thing crawls down the wall like a spider, but its shape is hideously humanoid. And you haven't found out what it is yet, but it's there. It says degenerate humans, long lost from the world of light. They've regressed into these creatures. So yeah, they're golems. Okay, so he is in a bad place right here. He's going to go total defense.
Okay.
Is that a full? Yeah, that's I'm gonna go total defense.
That's a standard action. So
standard, yeah. That's gonna be my
you could move and.
No, I'm staggered.
You 5-foot step, and total defense, which would fuck us up.
Yeah, thank you. I wasn't looking at the map when I do that. I appreciate that. He will do that, just to see how you guys file in there. Thank you, Joe. Honorary fake bottle cap that can't be used. It is Rafa's turn.
Sounds about right.
Rafa feels like the rest of his traveling crew has this under control. They pay him to take out the big guns, so he's going to step directly up to this Captain Hook looking MFer. Hit him just once.
Do you want to walk all the way there and provoke? Oh no, he's blind. He can't provoke.
Yeah. I'll walk.
You make it to do.
Thank you. Let me just turn. Okay, so +2 to this. Here we go. So that will be a 21 to hit.
Nice.
Minimum damage, 10 points of damage.
Oh, still. Oof. Big hit. Big hits. Big hits. Oh, did I? Yeah, I did forget that's all right. I forgot he has spell resistance, but it's so low, you would have passed it. Just for shits and giggles, Joe, roll me a spell resistance. It's all right. Hands off the chess piece. I just wanted to see if your spell would have gone through or not.
Natty 16.
Yeah.
There you go.
Good. Now I don't feel bad. Is SR 14.
Now you can
unless
sleep
Joe is lying just to spare your feelings.
Right would never started, I was like,
I know you, good buddy.
I know that he has spell resistance, but I'll probably forget. And I did.
What's better, to lie and allow my friend to sleep, or to tell the truth and ruin his night?
Ruin my night of 4 hours of restless sleep. At best.
This conundrum of honor.
Rafa, big punch. Vern, you're up. The creature has sidestepped there. He's total defense. You see him just like making himself small and hard to hit, Vern.
It's my turn or Rafa's turn?
Yes, it's your turn.
Oh.
That's why I said Vern again.
I thought you said
hear me.
I thought you said Rafa, and I was like, okay, Rafa. Small and hard to hit. Vern knows a thing or two about that. He's going to drop Iphigenia tenderly on the ground.
Oh.
And he's going to draw forth
Same weapon.
Norman, his light mace.
Whoa.
Nice.
And he's gonna take a swing.
The Norman Conquest.
Like, I don't know.
I like it's good.
That's a 14 to hit.
It's a miss.
Yeah, I figured.
Miss. Do you want to move at all?
Not particularly. Oh, you know what? I will move. I will take a 5-foot step to give Zakari the flanking bonus that I should have given myself.
You should have done that before.
But it still wouldn't have hit with his total defense.
This is true.
Okay, all right.
Alas.
It is Zakari's turn.
All right. I'm trying to. Sorry, just. I'm trying to see if there's something better that I can do here than just swing at this guy because he's going to be really hard to hit. But
don't forget, you can't take attacks of opportunity while doing total defense.
I know. That's why I'm thinking about casting a spell, but there's nothing that's that impressive. All right. I'm going to swing at him with flanking and just try to roll high.
It's going to have to be really high. Can you do it?
I'm going to take off power attack for this one. Just give myself the highest possible bonus. Let's see.
Gotta get that high bone.
That is a 19 to hit.
Ooh.
Nope. That is a 21 to hit
Oh, nice.
with the flanking.
That is not going to be enough
Oh, no.
because he is of the advanced variety. If you're interested in that at home, his AC is higher. So no, that is not going to do it.
He's advanced in the adventure or in the Troy version?
As written by Richard Pett.
Ooh. Well,
Okay.
touche, Mr.
The
Pett.
teacher's pet.
You literally win this round.
I do. Top of the next
No.
round, it is Zhezhik's turn. Love that name. That's a great, that'd be a great PC name, Zhezhik.
Good name, Zhezhik.
All right, he felt that punch to the face. This is his third round of being blind. Man, the crossbow is not going to be effective here against this guy. But it will be if he takes a 5-foot step back and tries to shoot at Rafa's unhittable AC at a 50% miss chance. Here we go. Come on, I'm due. You know what? How about a nat 20? Come on. No, that's not a nat 20. That is another 15 and another miss. He's blind!
That was his third round?
It's his third round of being blind. It felt like his 10th. It's Johnny Halfling's turn.
Okay, Johnny is he's gonna keep at it. He's never once hit anything with a sword, and he really wants to now. He feels like the gang has this basically in hand. He wants to get another notch on his belt. He swings. 14.
Not another notch on your belt.
Come on, I'll show you, Derek, one way or another.
Good man. No, Johnny is not having luck in the martial arts today. It is my little golem's turn here. He was cornered, and he was staggered. He is staggered no more. Oh, it seemed like it came back to him quick. He is going to...
Wait, question. Are the
Yes.
asylum patients that are chained hostile towards him too, or are they nice to him? Because you said they were trying to bite us.
The one down the bottom
couldn't
here is the one
reach.
Oh,
drooling.
can't reach.
Yeah, the one down the bottom is just drooling, but the other one looks like it's attacking or trying to attack indiscriminately.
Got it.
Unfortunately, without getting the creature in its space, can't do anything.
Is he
All right, what is-
drooling with hostile intent?
It looks like an unhappy drool.
Okay.
A bit of a peeved drool, if you will. 15, 20, 20. Oh, man, can I? Oh, that would be so fun. Oh, I think I can do it. Acrobatics is half speed. All right, let me see if I can do this. I'm going to try and jump to Rafa. He's got 40 feet of movement. I think I can do it. Natty 19. He jumps. But here's what he's going to do. He's going to jump towards Rafa. However, without provoking, he attacks Vern as he's jumping.
What?
So can he jump high enough? What's his jump rate? Like, because he'd have to jump straight over Zakari. And Zakari's like 6 feet tall.
Oh, Pythagoras, he's
Graham
doing
pointed
it
out.
again.
Can he jump over Johnny?
And well, he can't.
Sorry,
he doesn't
man.
jump in
You're
a straight
just
line.
your natty 19 was in acrobatics against my CMD +5. Is that what
No,
you're?
He doesn't provoke.
It doesn't provoke. It's just a
Yeah, but you
straight
still have
up
to get through my square.
to go
it doesn't-
over it. Is it still CMD +5 to go over it?
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe not. That's all good. It would have hit it anyway, but I was just curious what you were doing.
Right.
So you can just jump over a creature.
Yeah. So this is where
Because you were the one who said half speed and everything, and so I thought that was because you were trying to avoid a Jonski.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see like if I needed to move first. I imagine them just being like these little jumping spiders, but make a single attack during a jump, leap attack. But maybe I had to move in order to get the speed to jump horizontally. See, under the acrobatics skill, there's long jump and then there's high jump.
I think you're fine. I just think the spirit of the ability would be an attack against Rafa, as opposed to like jumping as you like leave Vern and swiping at him.
I thought he was just doing all these like these very graceful smacks to Vern's head.
It seems very strange.
Or he's like kicking Vern in the face as his foot flies backwards.
You can
Vern's
jump
"Ugh."
diagonally as well? Is that also...
Don't you? I'm gonna
'Cause you
say
went-
yes because of the passive-aggressive way with which you asked.
No, it's a...
Can you jump diagonally and through walls?
You're ascribing malice to what was purely inquisitiveness.
It was the way. It's like so you can jump magically through walls.
No. That's you're playing out your own insecurities here.
He
That was
didn't
not
say
from me.
magically.
There's a great episode of The Office, and this is like late seasons after Steve Carell left, where Andy starts a band in the warehouse, and he makes this song, and he's like singing it's in his voice, but it's in the voice of a little girl, and he's like, I don't know, and he's playing it for the people upstairs. He's like, I don't know, I just feel like this is a song you could see people skate to at the Olympics. And Ryan answers in a way like you just asked that question. He goes, well, I didn't know that they skated to such bad songs. It was like he says it exactly like how you just asked that question. They skate to such.
Hold on, Tron. Let me rephrase it.
songs.
So you can jump diagonally?
I think
Is that
he
better?
can jump. I wish I haven't even looked at the chat throughout this whole thing because I'm starting to sweat. It's DC 40 without a running start, says Dark Robotnik. I don't care for that take. How about another take, chat?
Can I get a second opinion?
Can I get a second
Yeah,
opinion?
I'd like
I
a
gotta-
second opinion for the chat.
Well,
I
here's
hope
the
10
thing.
people are like, do it, you're fine, do
if
it.
you got a base speed above 30, you get a +4 to.
I mean, it
acrobatics.
says it
That's probably
blatantly in the
baked.
rules. It says these DCs double if you do not have at least 10 feet of space to get a running start, jumping and falling. The DC to make a jump is equal to the distance to be crossed if horizontal.
If horizontal?
If horizontal, or 4 times if vertical. So to be crossed, I mean, what did you
So 5,
really need to
10,
cross? Just
15.
5 feet. You
So
only
if I
really
move-
need to cross Zakari, right?
No, but I'm saying if I'm going 20 feet, it's DC 40.
Yes.
Right to there is DC 40. Even if I go diagonal, it's DC 40. Now,
And I still maintain you can't move through Zakari's square if you're doing a long jump, but still, yeah, DC 40.
one problem at a time. But yes, here's the thing. So I got a 19. I'm belaboring this because I actually enjoyed this conversation. I got a natty 19, and he's got a fucking +13 to acro, so that's 32, right? I'm not gonna make it. But one cool thing is you get a +4 racial bonus on acrobatics checks made to jump for every 10 feet above your speed. If you have a speed above 30, and he has a speed above 40. However, that +4 is probably already baked in. All right, I can't do it. Okay.
Hold on, I'm almost done with the math, Troy.
Excuse me,
Okay.
Gollum.
No.
Could you please come back and stand here between me and my friend Vern?
Back.
Thank you.
I'll just try to smack Vern on the head, and I will not be able to do a full attack. It is a tap time. It is a 20 to hit your stupid little football-shaped head.
That misses.
Come on! Oh wait, no. He's advanced. 22.
Are you sure?
Yes. 4 points of damage. You take all of it. Take all of it.
See how that's really kind of a low blow to just insult the shape of your head. It's so childish and rude.
He does kind of look like a goblin Hey Arnold. Like the football-shaped head. You do have that going on.
Like a Stewie from Family Guy.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I get for trying to do something fun and different. Besides a club fight. But yeah, DC 40, it's a tough thing to do, just be able to spring. I thought he was a fucking spider dude. Shitty. Just kill him. It's Rafa's turn.
Well, he could jump vertically.
Yeah, cling to the ceiling. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
And then skitter right across and drop on Rafa.
And he wouldn't provoke.
He wants to eat. He's hungry. He wants to eat your corpses. Crove's been feeding him and he stopped.
Rafa is going to take a 5-foot step towards the caster and is going to flavor step onto the table to unleash a flying elbow onto this guy with my brawler's flavor stepping. Flavor stepping. Flavor stepping. Keyword flavor. All right, here it comes. Here comes the flurry. I roll both dice at the same time. I missed on one, so 2 on one die, 14 on the other. That is a hit. Total of a 21. That will be 14 points of damage.
Oh, Zezek is no more.
Yeah.
Oh, he'll never get to complete his grafting experiments. And he falls. It is now Vern's turn. Vern, this creature in front of you tried to make an illegal leap. Instead, he just came down hard on your head with a club and did 4 points of damage, and you took all of it.
You pulled out the Absalom rules of combat. We're like, I'm sorry, sir. No, that is not allowed.
According to the Treaty of Versailles,
Have you
check.
Have you no honor?
And Vern says, "Come, Norman. This rapscallion shall not go unpunished."
Did you drop Norman?
No, I dropped Iphigenia.
Oh, I thought you dropped Norman too.
No,
I was like, why are you
dropped
dropping all your
Iphigenia
weapons?
and drew Norman.
He never drops Norman.
I'm so sorry. I should have known you never
Norman
dropped.
in the corner.
It's foolish.
That
of me.
is a 21 to hit with Norman.
That is a hit.
Strike true, Norman. 1 point of damage.
Point of damage.
Crushing it out here.
Sorry, I gave you the floor. It is Zakari's turn. Zakari, this thing looks like it is not long for the world. What do you want to do?
Turns back, sees Rafa's effectiveness, and thinks, we could use the practice. Let's keep this going. He's going to channel positive energy to bring both enemies back up a little bit so that we can keep the fight going. They're both in range.
I'd like your honorary bottle cap back.
All right. I'm going to go after this guy with flanking and power attack. By the way, I still have your bonus on. Is that still active?
Yes.
Your Inspire Courage? Okay. So I will, and for this, because we're trying to wrap this up, I will throw in my honorary bottle cap that doesn't do anything. Here we go.
Yourself a +0.
Natural 1. That's what you get for an honorary bottle cap. Oh my God, it's going to be ability damage. I have
I hope it's going to
doubt
be
in my
12
mind.
of damage.
Oh no.
Oh God, I'm so filled with rage and hatred.
Garbage time fantasy lost.
Yeah, just brutal. Brutal. All right, come on, let's random generate this melee fumble. Sorry, I just need a moment. Okay, this one from Joe, from the Gold Coast of Australia.
Oh,
What's up, Joe? This one is called I Can't Do the Splits. I can't do the splits. As you take your battle stance in the heat of action, your foot slips on some loose terrain and you sprain your groin by unintentionally doing a split. You fall in agony and are prone. You can only move half speed until magically healed and must spend the required amount of action economy to stand up again. No save. So basically prone, and I move half speed until I get magical healing.
Wow.
Fuck stick.
Yes.
So he slips and sprains his groin, pulls his groin. Has anybody ever pulled their groin? Have you guys ever pulled your groin? It is amazing and awful. You basically, you can't really feel it if you're just walking around and you don't even really know something's wrong. And as soon as you try to do anything like remotely like run, like a good sprint, it's just like, and your body just shuts it down, and then you don't feel it again as long as you're walking. It's so weird. Like there's like no pain, but when you go to do that running motion, your body's like, nope, and your leg doesn't work. It's bizarre.
Well, that's good to know. Next time, like one of my fantasy players is like day to day with a groin injury, I'll be like, oh no, he's not playing on Sunday.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you might have like, if it's an O lineman, you'd be like, okay. But if it's a wide receiver, bench him.
See ya.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. All right, top of the new round. Zhezhik's dead. Johnny's up. Johnny, what do you got?
He's going to swing again. Oh, he's going to stop singing. He's going to cease his performance. So take that bonus off, everybody. And he's going to swing and miss again.
Johnny misses again. He's trying his hardest out there.
Trying.
Sing and go. It is the creature's turn. He is not going to try and jump. Actually, no, he is. He is going to try and leap over to here, which is DC 20. Think I can do that? Nailed it. Leaps over there, and as he does so, he attacks Vern because Matthew made fun of me. Ooh! Is that a crit? 19? I don't think so, but I'm still going to look. No, it's definitely a hit. Hits you with that little cudgel. 5 points of damage, Vern. Ow! Yeah, no sneak attack, enough left-footed. All right, so he gets out of there, pulls out a little bit.
Damn.
And it is Rafa's turn. Rafa, you took out Zhezhik. What do you want to do?
Rafa has just enough move speed to trot right over to this son of a gun.
Gotta turn heel and eat the mat eventually, you tiny little...
And he lets out 16 on the die for a total of a 24.
He's got the steel chair!
That man has a family! 14 points of damage. Lethal.
Dead Zony!
Dead delicious. It's scared.
Rafa with the run-in to finish the fight.
Classic Rafa. Fun fact.
Luke's like, what happened?
Fun fact for everybody that was paying attention. Rafa downed every enemy in the combat.
That's true.
That combat was spread out a little bit. Not a lot. But
it was a pretty spread out combat. There were 4 of them. Rafa downed every single one of them.
Rafa killed them all.
It is, but it was the closest thing I've ever seen to the end of a Royal Rumble, where someone just throws everyone else out of the ring, and so it worked.
All right, you got a lot going on here, a lot to explore. Where do you want to start? 4 hallways that all seem similar, and then you've got this room where Zhezhik was working, and there's a door to the south in that room as well.
Can we take some time to sit around the fire pit and have a beer and just hang out and catch our breath? You said there was a fire pit in the room.
It's a fireplace, but it's cold.
Sorry. I'm going to channel positive energy. I am down 11. Everybody took a little damage, right?
Away from the unconscious people, right?
Correct.
Okay.
We'll work that out.
What did we miss?
We have Rafa coup de grace them all and punch through their brains, and then
that is exactly 11 points of healing, which brings me up.
Great.
So everybody gets 11 with a channel. And yeah, Zakari will make an effort to take the unconscious people and say, Rafa, help me. And just sort of bind them so that they don't hurt themselves or anyone else. And he'll search this torture chamber to see if there's anything else in here.
You mean like a repeating crossbow?
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit, that's not bad.
That will be
idea,
very
Vern.
good for one of you. Very good.
Yeah, for me.
As a weapon.
Man, it's too big for Vern. Look at him. He's too little.
Yeah, what happens if I try to wield it? It's a minus. I take a
it's
minus 4.
4. I think it's a -4. Yeah.
He has a weapon known as an Atlas.
Oh yes.
Is that a curved blade?
It's like a javelin.
Okay.
Like an old Roman javelin. He has an Atlas, and he has this repeating light crossbow with we'll say he has 17 bolts. He also has 8 doses of medium spider venom poison.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Yep. That's all he has. And then the other creature was known as a Morlock.
Oh, yeah.
And he has nothing on him.
What about
Can
the cudgel?
Oh, yeah. It's just a little club. It's a basic club.
Pales in comparison to Norman.
It's certainly no Norman. In this room, you don't see anything of interest except the door to the south.
Oh, okay. He'll go and... What about this repeating crossbow? Do you want me to take it, or do you want to take it, Vern? I don't know what the rules for oversized weapons are.
I'm not even proficient with a repeating crossbow. So,
is it an exotic or martial?
I think so, yeah. I just looked it up.
Oh, okay.
You may not be able
Martial,
to use it
not
either.
exotic.
I definitely can't. I thought that it was just came under the crossbow category, but it does not, apparently.
Yeah, exotic.
It is an
ranged weapons.
exotic range
It's exotic, really.
Yeah.
Wow. Didn't seem exotic to me.
It seems like the
Yeah, it
easiest
sorta
way to
seemed
use
like, yeah.
a crossbow.
It seemed like set it and forget it.
I've talked about this before, but it's like that was one of the big features of crossbows, like why they were so great was because any idiot could pick them up and fire them, unlike the English longbow, for example.
Right.
So it's like they really should be classified as simple weapons. But
Yeah, and they were much more deadly than a short bow, which was easier to use than a longbow. But the crossbow packed so much more punch and was easier to use.
The crossbow could pierce through plate armor if machined the right way.
How did they compare with but with a longbow you have a lot more range, right? Because of the
The longbows are so powerful, but you had to. I mean, they were 6 feet long, so you had to be very proficient in them. But yeah, they could also go straight through a shield, straight through plate armor. Crazy.
Don't you talk about Iphigenia that way?
That's your short bow, right?
Longbow.
It's a longbow?
Well, it's short to us.
longbow.
It's a short longbow. A small longbow.
Why
Yeah,
are
nothing
you
in this
proficient
room.
with that? Is it your deity?
Why am I proficient with that? That's a good question. Oh, because I took martial weapon proficiency just to be able to use it.
Oh, dude, I wish the repeating crossbow was martial instead of
I know.
I guess we know your 7th level feat. Exotic weapon proficiencies. You can use a repeating crossbow.
Basic non-magical repeating crossbow.
I'm going to eschew selective channeling to take exotic weapon proficiency.
All right. Zakari will ask Rafa to come over his way and then open that door to the south just to check it out.
And you walk past dried flake.
It's going to be another hallway.
You walk past dried flake chunks of skin on the floor as you open the door to reveal a small room that has a door open that looks like it's leading into a privy. This particular room is like, it looks like maybe a dirty old bed chamber. There's a mattress lying on the floor that's covered in stains, and a low wooden chest that is like filled to the top with bone trophies.
Ooh, what?
If you look in there, it's like little trophies of mostly finger bones tied into lengths by sinew, not by rope. And then numerous skulls decorated with strange carved runes. Although they're obviously eerie, and like everything else you found in this place, they don't appear to be worth anything. It's like magic, there's no magic. And the door to the south just leads to a dirty privy full of feces.
That's actually something I did in Skid's Rune Lords game for a friend of the show, Dell. His character, Walry, after he died in our campaign, I made a necklace out of the bones of his hand that I wore for the rest of the adventure.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You did this for him?
Yes, and in tribute.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a tribute.
Graham, if at the time of my demise, I don't want to like step on your feelings or stop you from feeling the way you need to feel, but I would respectfully request that you do not turn any of my bones into jewelry.
What are you gonna know? You're gonna be dead.
Yeah.
That's true. I
You,
will be.
Matthew, or your characters?
No, me, Matthew.
Too late. I've already made a pact with your wife.
You shall have his finger bones. She
I
said.
get the bones.
You've already pre-purchased your bones.
Yes.
All right.
That'd be an interesting business model.
Some
like
people
buying-
do it.
It's like
Like
buying
the
a star.
Ferengi.
Yeah.
Isn't that what they do with the Grand Nagus? They he sells off the rights. Like they sell off pieces of his body after they think he's dead.
Yeah. I think. Yeah. That's right.
Dude, my roll 20 here is all these tiny little rooms. It looks like shit. All right, so yeah, nothing of interest in here that you can say. So, keep moving. Where do you want to go?
And that last room is just a toilet.
Just a toilet for the
Okay.
poop.
Detect magic into the privy.
Detect some intense magic coming from beneath the pile of feces.
Rafa, I have a job for you.
No, there's nothing.
Never mind.
Man, I kind of like. I'm down for whatever you guys want to do, but I kind of want to get out of here.
I need to
Guys,
rest.
I see some hands.
Yeah.
I know,
behind
like
those
it's
bars
very
up there.
disturbing, and I don't really feel like getting into this. We need somebody to take care of these poor people. But it's not us. It's not today.
Vern runs up and down the corridor detecting magic on the cells, and then back. And he's
Let me
speeds through.
let me start revealing some of these cells as you're moving through the corridor. You see some are empty, but some have these patients in them in various states of sanity. They're very cramped, not even comfortable they're not comfortable for a prisoner, let alone someone that should be receiving a certain amount of treatment. There's a straw mattress, or what suffices for a straw mattress, scratchy sheet, a bucket overflowed with, you would assume, urine and feces, and some don't even have that. Some have their excrement and piss all over the floor. And you look, actually, where are you guys? Yeah, I think that's all you see. Everyone in these cells appear both helpless and harmless.
Can we? Yeah, I'm gonna run. Johnny's gonna like trot along, kind of ducking beneath any windows in the bars, in the doors, and get up here to just see if this corridor wraps around.
Yeah, so actually I can walk you guys through this pretty quickly. It does wrap around, and it's a lot more of the same. If you keep going around, you'll see that once you get to the other side of this corridor, there are cells on the eastern portion that, if you took a moment and looked in, would see that they have peepholes corresponding in here, so that guards could watch the prisoners through the peepholes and do who knows what. But more cells, more cells. In fact, going all the way to the bottom, if you guys keep looking, it's more cells. The only difference is there's one cell that's wide open right in the southeastern portion, that if you look into it, it has a little tunnel in it.
Oh, that leads to the other cell.
Right.
Yeah.
So he tunneled his way through and then walked out that door to come and flank us.
In which cell is the poster of Rita Hayworth?
So I'll give you that. It's in that
Yeah,
cell.
I mean, he tunneled from one cell into another locked cell. It's not exactly Shawshank.
Right. He thought that was the exit.
He saw the movie. He saw the movie. He thought he could do it. It just ended up in another cell.
Well, that would really suck.
He's like, I've been at this for like 9 hours. I must be out. At this point, I must be beneath the walls.
That movie's always on TV. It must be true.
And who's Rita Hayworth?
There's plenty of poop in here, but no freedom.
It looks like there's just that door to the north then. So why don't we just go open that if we're going to open every single door? Let's just go check it out and make sure that there's no incredibly powerful magical items.
All right, you go up there and you see a small surgery. There's a long metal table standing at the center of the room. Spots of dried blood marring its otherwise polished and perfectly pristine surface. There are 2 wooden cabinets standing to the northwest, and then to the east are 2 empty-looking prison cells. There's rusty instruments all about, long, sharp tools like a long screwdriver. You saw stuff like this upstairs, long, thin blades and the like. And Plug looks in and is like, "This is where he did it. This is where he took me and where he took all the other guys. This is where he did his business to us. Luckily mine didn't take."
Yes, you are very lucky, Plug. Let us get you out of here and back to your family. Come. We must rest, recover, and find these other 2 heretics. Let's get out of the asylum.
Let's get out of the asylum.
Let's GTFO.
There should be a clue or something here. We feel like we should have found a clue.
A raging clue?
Yeah.
Well, you took out a big keeper, and you found out a little bit more background as to what was happening there in the Sunless Grove. You find out that this guy, this poor soul, Oleg, well, I'm assuming you just leave him there.
He started the whole thing.
He started the whole thing. Wrong place, wrong time. Did you ever hear that story about Jeffrey Dahmer? Did we talk about this?
I don't believe so.
I can't keep track of all the serial killer conversations I have with you, Troy.
Jeffrey Dahmer would take, he would like pick up guys or pick up prostitutes, bring them home, have sex with them, and then drug them and lobotomize them.
Right.
And then slowly eat them. Well, he took one guy home and lobotomized him, and he escaped. Got out to the street. The police found him, brought him right back to Jeffrey Dahmer, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, my boyfriend got drunk. I'll take care of him. He was out in the street acting weird." Delivered him back to Jeffrey Dahmer, who then went on to kill him and eat him. Exactly like this. I mean, in a way, not they didn't eat him, but like, this crazy guy. Let's just give him to the well-known and well-respected asylum worker. Surely he won't do anything horrible to him. So you want to go back?
You know what? That's an interesting question. I don't know if there's any way to know this, but you said that Crove had a certain reputation in town that was good. And did the really horrible mistreatment of these prisoners coincide with finding this document and like this obsession with contacting the other realms? Or has he always secretly, and people didn't know about it, treated these patients horribly? There's probably no way for us to know that, but I'm just curious if there's any sign.
However, some of the stuff you've found in his personal works and in his study leads you to believe that he's been shady for a while. Now, was he doing work?
Career dirtbag.
Yeah, was he doing work on them that was directly connected to his work with the Keepers? Maybe not, which makes it all the more foul. But yeah, this was not. This guy had to go.
Yeah. He had to go. All right, let's get out of here. Let's report back to the mayor and get some rest.
Go back upstairs. Obviously, there's stuff you did not look at there, but if you want to just get out of here, seems like you took care of what you wanted to take care of.
We'll detect magic over the whole southern area without walking into it. Wob, 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 60 feet in every direction.
Realign our cones.
Bastard's gonna make me look at each room now. All right, let me look at D16 and D17. All right. Nothing.
All right.
Let's go.
Okay, let's get out of here. Where do you want to go? Let's go. You know what? Let's go back to the map of Carrion Hill.
Well, we should report to the mayor immediately that there are a bunch of people in the asylum that have been greatly mistreated and need rescuing and feeding.
Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly. And this is something, obviously, that Zakari is very passionate about, and he will be very effusive with the mayor about how, like, this is something that needs to be looked after right now. I know that your crows are in short supply and that there's a lot of danger going on here, but somebody needs to take food to these people, and a lot of them are behind bars. You won't have to worry about being attacked, but you need to feed them at least, and then we'll figure out what to do.
All right, so if you go back to Crown Manor and report that, he tells you that, right now his hands are tied. All the crows are up to their elbows in trying to keep the peace and trying to keep the city from falling apart. But obviously, this is a situation that needs to be dealt with, so he's going to dispatch people there as soon as he can to try and figure this out. He's more worried about, how am I going to find someone to replace the asylum? I can't just let these people out and let them go back to their families. There needs to be someone who can give them the proper care that they need. But he's like, okay, one problem at a time. He wants to know, is it locked? Is it wide open? Is it locked up? Are they lunatics just to be running around? And you can
We
tell
did
that
leave a
they're all
bunch
out.
of them just lying unconscious on the ground, and the door is open.
All right, I'll get someone there as fast as possible to at least secure them for now.
And Mr. Mayor, their buckets need emptying.
I don't know the first thing about that.
You just take the bucket and you just turn it upside down at a different space.
I'd just mess it up. What do you want to do now? He looks at you like, what is your intention? This threat is obviously still out there. Are you able to just keep going with your investigation? You seem like you're pretty well equipped, well rested. Yes.
No, I'm afraid not. We must reflect, rest, and pray before hopefully moving on to where are we going? Should it be Rupman's Vat?
Rupman's Vat or Elmway Church, up to you, boss.
Rupman's Vat it is. We will go there first thing in the morning, but we must, as I said, rest. Is that something that we can do here? May we find a bed, some peace and quiet for a moment, so that we may draw upon our divine energies?
It looks like, of course, yes, you've already rested here once. You're welcome to stay again. I worry this thing is out there, but, if you're not at your best, I'd just be sending you to your deaths. Of course, you know where your rooms are upstairs. You may rest as needed and then hopefully get right back out in the morning and take care of this, yes?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Good.
Sounds like a plan.
Excellent. All right, well, sleep well.
Zakari is going to scribe a couple scrolls before going to bed, just to restock a little bit. And it'll cost a little bit of money, but we've got it. We're fine.
Okay.
And what do we know about Rupman's Vat?
It's where they make mittenstone, which is a form of brick that is made out of the giant roaches in there. It's crushed, boiled, and mixed with other things to make cement.
It's a roach brick thing. They're big in Carrion Hill. It's cheap building materials, but because the filth area of Carrion Hill is mostly swamp, it's home to these roaches, which are everywhere. So rather than just let them plague the area, they've turned it into a natural resource. And so a lot of the buildings are made of this stuff. And this guy is a Middenstone Baron.
That area would be a great area to start an Elder Scrolls game in, where you have to go in and kill the roaches in someone's basement and then come out, get your first reward. It'd be great.
Yeah. Do a bunch of crafting.
Yeah.
All right, so you're going to rest down for the night? Try and regain your strength, get out first thing in the morning. It's still raining, by the way. Your whole walk from the asylum back to Crown Manor, pouring rain. It's been raining ever since you set foot in the outskirts of Carrion Hill, and you've woken up to rain. You went into buildings, come out, and it's still raining. You go to bed to the sound of that rain pattering on the roof of Crown Manor.
Actually, I forgot something. We need to ask the mayor if there's anyone capable of casting restoration in town.
Oh, yeah.
On me.
Didn't he give you potions of restoration, or no?
Lesser restoration.
Lesser restoration.
Yeah, because this is ability drain, not ability damage.
You ask the mayor, and he's like, we do not have anyone here at Crown Manor that can do such a thing, but
I will send word out overnight to see if there is someone in town with that ability, and D100 or later we'll see what comes of it. I'd say anything below a 10 on a D100 should produce the power you seek.
What?
All right, below a 5.
Oh no.
No, I will make it slightly more fair. And you go to bed to that sound. Do you have like a sound there on Sirenscape, Joe, that is like the sound of like a leviathan, kind of like a like one of those really, not like a dragon sound that we've done that big growl, but something that's like a massive, like monstrous sound. Well, you got some good ones in there.
Yeah, I'm not sure off the top of my head.
I'm putting you on the spot here.
Yeah.
Skid, that's great timing.
Some just sort of like horrible scream.
Yeah, not scream, but like this deep, dark, monstrous yell.
A rumble.
Yeah, rumble.
Oh, there should be in. Well, I can't. It's a spoiler. Never mind.
Dolly!
Oh no!
Is it right near that crossbow? That sound you're looking for?
They're in the same.
Oh, you know what? I do know there's something in here. There is something in here, and I don't remember what it was, but I used it once. I can't remember if it was a glass cannon or
Something
what.
that's
But...
so perfect that I can't tell you.
Oh no!
Like at the end of Jaws, when there's that shot from the water and Jaws is going down, and he uses this sound that's like it's like a prehistoric yell. There's a whole story as to what sound he uses. You hear it underwater. It's like the sound of Jaws dying. It's like that amplified this. I'll give you a couple more seconds. Well, that's pretty good.
Pretty good.
That's all right.
So imagine that, like far more Lovecraftian, far more horrific, far deeper, and something that you hear while you're still dreaming. You know those moments where like something is happening in waking life while you're still sleeping, and it enters your dream, and then you realize, wait, this is happening in real life, and you wake out of the dream to hear that? You hear that sound, that monstrous yell, in your dreams. Maybe all of you are having a shared dream, not unlike the beginning of our Strange Aeons adventure. These horrors of these things that you're seeing in the asylum and in the Sunless Grove infecting your mind. You hear this sound and you all wake up and realize that the sound is actually happening in the world around you.
Oh my god.
What?
You get up and you're on the second floor of Crown Manor, and you rush to the window and you look out on this rainy city on a hill descending down from up here on Crown Manor all the way to the filth. You can see the waterways. It's a beautiful view. But somewhere between the Slipper District and the filth, you hear this sound emanating. You just see a building collapse.
Oh my god.
Oh, come on.
And we'll see you
In a couple weeks.
Oh my god.
Right.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. And thank you again to Beadle and Grimms for supporting us, for supporting the stream 3 weeks in a row. Thank you guys. It's so kind. So please support them if you are able. Check out their Kickstarter. Oh man. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We'll miss you. We'll miss you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Stay far away from your family and wear a mask. We'll see you guys in a couple weeks. Check out our social media to find out when we'll be back. Most likely on the 3rd, unless something delays us. But we will see you very soon with more Side Quest Side Swish. Time to go to the after party. I said swish.